Welcome to Breaking Ties, Destination Divorce. This is your go-to source for practical advice and support while you go through the divorce process. Join us each weekday for a quick chat where we'll cover a variety of topics such as child custody, property division, and self-care. Together, we'll explore emotional, financial, and legal aspects of divorce and help you find the best path forward for you and your family. Here's your host and Certified Divorce Financial Analyst Professional, Mike Fulkerson.
Hello and welcome to Breaking Ties, Destination Divorce. I'm your host, Mike Fulkerson, financial advisor and certified divorce financial analyst professional. And this series that I put together is basically Mike's relationship series coming out of a long-term relationship with my girlfriend. It just gives me good food for thought on how to share and look at information. And today's topic is really going to center on self-care. I've become more and more of a proponent of self-care as time has gone on. I mean, as a young fella, not so much, but as time has gone on, self-care, not just, actually there's multiple forms of self-care, and you're looking at things from exercise to diet, nutrition, to sleep, to mindfulness techniques. All of them are going to come into play as far as helping you become a better decision maker through this process, because you're in the thick of it right now. You're going through the divorce process, and there are tons of decisions that have to be made. And the real downside is if you make a poor choice or a poor decision because you're not mentally sharp, that could haunt you for 5, 10, 15, 20 years, because it's extremely hard to change things once the divorce agreement is finalized. So making sure you're in a good, clear headspace is important, vitally important. For yourself, if you have kids, those decisions are even, just as big. And you're going to want to take care of yourself and figure out what's the best techniques for you. Now, when you're deciding on what works for you, start with what you already enjoy. Whether it's hiking, biking, indoor activities of some kind, exercise, going to the gym, but then you incorporate things that might not be part of what your normal regiment is. I mean, the meditation is a very good thing. Looking at just different ways and things that you don't normally do in your day-to-day to help you relax. What is it that brings you down? What is it that lets you sleep at night a little easier? Because it's very stressful. This process is not designed to be easygoing. There's a lot of hoops to jump through, a lot of negotiations that's going to take place with your ex-spouse. And ultimately, you're going to want to be at the top of your game as you go through the process. So figuring out what that is, how you're going to take care of yourself, really is important. And I just can't stress that enough. And, as you're going through all this, you're also going to start breaking yourself down and analyzing yourself and finding out more about yourself. So when you get through this process, you can then begin the healing process of, getting back to who you are. And that is another form of self-care. So all this processing is going to help you with decisions right through the meat of this process, divorce process right now. And it's also going to give you a head start once you come out of the divorce process. So hopefully you got some things that you're already doing. And if not, I encourage you to, find other ways to help you relax and figure things out. Sometimes it's as simple as just finding a friend to talk to, being able to just dump. Sometimes it's journaling. Hey, you know what? I need to get this out so I can review it and see and make sure I'm still making good choices and smart decisions. So that's what I got for today. I hope you're doing all right. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Breaking Ties, Destination Divorce. Should you have any questions, just reach out to me. I'm happy to help. But all in all, I wish you a fantastic day. Take care.